I have seen, as you have probably seen, the many videos providing great education surrounding measles and how to prevent it with immunization. And at the end of all of those videos, it says, but follow up with your trusted healthcare provider. And here's where I have a little bit of, because here's the problem. A lot of people who are immunization hesitant, and that's who a lot of these videos are targeting, is like pleading with people to please go and get an immunization, the MMR, in order to prevent the measles, right? And that is, I think, great advice. However, a lot of people who do not immunize their children according to the schedule set out by the CDC do not have a primary care provider or any healthcare provider that they actually trust because they have been kicked out of all of their healthcare practices. So it makes it difficult to have a healthcare provider that you trust if there are a ton of barriers to having a healthcare provider who does not allow flexibility or declining the vaccine status. And I think this is a huge issue. They're never going to have a relationship with a healthcare provider. So how on earth is that person ever going to maybe have a meaningful conversation that could lead them to immunize? And it's also just not, that's like disregarding the whole other aspect of then you don't have a trusted healthcare provider to deal with any of the other things that come up in childhood. And I get that this is a nuanced topic and there's pushback from people who are like, I don't want to potentially expose my kid to a vaccine preventable disease if my kid's not old enough to get them, or they just don't want to take that risk. And I get that. And I get that you aren't going to maybe get the insurance bonuses for having a certain amount of patients in your practice vaccinated. But I just don't think what we're doing is working. And it's not meeting the end goal of keeping more kids from having vaccine preventable diseases, because that's just turning people more away from the healthcare system, right? Which isn't helping kids. It's not helping them grow up with a relationship with a healthcare provider. It's not helping parents feel like they're being heard. It's not helping kids receive care that they deserve, both regarding immunizations and beyond. And it's really just shoving people further out in the other direction. That's my hot take of the day that I just needed to get off my chest, because I see every measles video end with that. They're like, go talk to your healthcare provider. I'm like, a lot of these people don't have a healthcare provider because theirs kicked them out. Not all, but a lot. And I think it's an issue. Okay. It feels better now that it's out of my brain. It's been ruminating in there. Ugh, it's never good.